Right, and our final candidate today that will be coming up is Michael Oretade. Michael is a local activist and former president of BLM 860. He's running for state senate in the 1st District. Michael has worked on issues surrounding criminal justice, homelessness, and education, just to name a few. So without further ado, I present Michael Oretade.
Hey, how you guys doing? Hope you guys can hear me pretty well. Again, my name is Michael Oretade. I'm the former president of Black Lives Matter 860. Did a lot of work in the community. What I feel like those in power right now don't understand is the power in community. They don't really respect our community. I feel like we're viewed as undesirables in my community. And because of that, we are at the lowest priority level when it comes to care. And it's the reason why I got into this fight. I was energized and activated the moment that George Floyd was murdered in cold blood by police. When that happened, something called out to me. I hadn't even watched more than maybe 10 seconds of the video at the time. And I said, Ma, for my mother, I said, Ma, I think I need to do something. I'm gonna go and march. She said, okay, your brother told me the same thing. So I did. And at the time, the only individuals that were ready to lead the march were white. So they were like, we can't lead this. Me and my brother, we were only taking refuge where they were, where the organizers were, because there was shade there. It was hot that day. And we looked at each other, we said, we could lead this. So we did. I'm a very firm believer in that nothing ever happens for no reason. The very reason that I'm here in front of you today is because it is all divine. Every moment of my life has led me here in front of you today. And that's why I think that I'm going to be the president of the United States of America. I'm very big on manifestation. There's so many moments where I could have died in this movement for Black lives. A lot of moments I could have died, lost my life. I took the highway with maybe a few hundred people. And I remember the police came out and I was running, let's say, I was just basically trying to make sure everybody was safe at a rally because security hadn't come yet. And we also didn't have a loudspeaker, so I wasn't able to talk to everyone. We had a very, very problematic situation at the police station, to say the least. Police chief came out and he spoke to us. He was like, how about we not take the highway and we just go down a little friendly march down the avenue? And everybody was like, yeah, you know what? That might be a good idea. I said, no, fuck that. We're taking this highway. So we did it in solidarity with the rest of the state to really bring attention to racial justice issues. A lot of people were like, oh, well, people gotta get to work. Well, fuck your job. Because Black people are dying, okay? So you can, let me try to keep it clean, there's babies outside. But that was the thing, we took the highway and I could have died that day. I could have lost my life. Someone could have, some crazy person could have just said, beep, 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 ran down that whole highway, killed hundreds of us, right? But they didn't. So I'm still here. And there were a lot of moments like that. Glastonbury, surrounded by racists, we put out chairs. I was reading a book called Anti-Racist Baby in a circle of racists, reading it, trying to show them. I remember a lady was reading a passage from the book and she was like, anti-racist baby, no baby. And I was like, baffled. I remember looking out into the crowd and seeing one of my leaders, one of my members of our community crying because they were pushing him around. And I lost it, you know. And that's just like one of many of our stories, right? I didn't just come up here to tell you guys a bunch of stories about why I'm here. I'm here to tell you that I'm gonna continue fighting. And I think that I need to do that from the Senate floor. It's the only way that I'm gonna be the president, right? I gotta build that political capital. I gotta play this stupid game. But to me, it's not a game. And unfortunately, for a lot of the individuals that are in office right now, it is. It's all about positioning for them so that they can get corporate money, so that they can build connections and get in their big houses out in Greenwich. For me, it's about empowering my communities where I came from. And that's why this is important to me. You know, I want to take care of my business, my people. Someone reached out to me this morning because someone out in Summers, and that's the thing, I want you guys to understand, I'm going to be a state senator. You understand? District lines, all that bull, that's cool, but I'm representing the state of Connecticut. So someone reached out to me today from Summers, and they were like, you know, my daughter is going through so much racism in this school system, I have to take her out. And I'm like, no, we're gonna call the superintendent. We're gonna call everybody. We're gonna call the governor. We're gonna call everybody that we can. Because you should not have to suffer like this. Your children should be safe in any school system that they choose anywhere in this state. We're a blue state, right? We're supposed to be safe for all people, right? This is the United States of America, right? But no, we're permeated by racism, permeated by racist practices, permeated by racist school districts. So much racism, even here. And they claim that this was a radical state, right? We're not radical enough. If this is a radical state, then we got a long way to go. And that's why I'm here. I'm gonna fight for her, even though she's out in Summers. I say, you know what, that's a little bit outside of my jurisdiction, but you know who I am, baby, I got you. I got you. That's my word. I'm gonna call the superintendent, I'm gonna send emails. I'll pull up at the school, I'll knock on the door if I have to, because I want some answers. And that's me, that's what you're gonna get. When they vote for me, that's what they're gonna get. Somebody who cares about the community, somebody who's willing to fight, put their life on the line. I went on the highway, damn it. Yes. I'm willing to put my life on the line for this. And I want people to understand that. I don't write speeches either, y'all. This is all from the heart. This is just me. That's what you're gonna get every day when I'm in office. I fed individuals who were houseless. I fed individuals who weren't houseless, who might just not have had a meal that day. Seen somebody, white man on the side of the road, I gave him a food box. So it's not all lives matter over Black Lives Matter, this and that and the third. We gotta take care of each other as people. And if you take care of the lowest common denominator, which is the individuals that are of color, then it's gonna trickle up. Because trickle down don't make no goddamn sense. If you help the lowest common denominator, you're going to help everybody. It's going to change everything. Think about it this way. If I help somebody who's in jail get a job, a union job, he gets a tax-paying job, he's able to contribute to his society now. At first, we were paying, what, maybe $30,000 a year to keep him incarcerated, right? At one individual, right? Now that man is making $50,000 a year and he's paying his taxes. He's no longer a part of the system that was keeping him down, and now he's contributing to society. And for whatever reason, this basic math doesn't seem to make sense to a lot of individuals. No, rehabilitation is not the goal here, you know? We got a bunch of information that the state says is rehabilitative, but what's the ease of access to it? There's so many problems. You know, my potential bill list is so long that I can't even fit it all on my website. I got to cherry pick. I got to keep it vague. Because if I put everything on there, it's going to be a book. Somebody's going to want to read that.
I want to read it.
Yeah, we do.
Well, a lot of
Write that
people
book,
don't.
man. Write that book.
Our attention span too short, social media, you know. So I want y'all to know I'm here to fight for the community. It means all people. And I'm not on no all lives matter shit. I'm just letting y'all know that I want to help everybody. I want to help everybody who's disenfranchised. That means the indigenous communities, the Black communities, the Spanish communities, the Jewish communities, all of the people, you know. But I got to help my people, you know, the working families. I grew up with a single mother. She struggled to make it possible for me to even exist. She almost died when she gave birth to me. And again, it's all divine, right? I'm here for a reason. I'm here to be the president of the United States. I'm here to eventually open an orphanage that'll be a major compound that'll put children through college right there, and they could lead a good life. You know, that's not on my campaign list. That's a life goal, by the way. But I want to help individuals who are formerly incarcerated. I want to bring universal early childhood education here because I was an early childhood educator. I am currently still an educator. I want to do a lot. Hard to list it all. Racial justice is a tenet, though. peak of the list. I want to take care of my community. I want to thank you for having me. Thank you to the Green Party. If you want to learn more about who I am and my campaign, go to mikeforct.org. I'm here to fight for us, okay? Thank you.